Okay, once again, good morning, selamat pagi, selamat sejahtera semua.
Good morning.
Alright, so welcome to CAE. And the next 3 days, I will journey with all of you all an introduction to aviation legislation. Okay, a little bit of background. My name is Ruben. You can just call me Ruben. I will started my career in aviation 1989. I joined Malaysia Airlines as an apprentice aircraft maintenance engineer. Completed my training in Malaysia Airlines Academy, and then went on to do got my license, established as a licensed aircraft maintenance engineer Malaysia Airlines, Boeing 737-400. Sekarang that one is considered classic, right? No, Jurassic. Jurassic. No, rasa macam tua sangat. Okay, then I was certifying aeroplanes, got my 737, 320, 330, 340. For 13 years, I worked as a certifying aircraft maintenance engineer. Then I joined Malaysia Airlines Quality Assurance Department. Alright, I was in Quality Assurance Department for aircraft and systems. Worked there until year 2015. After 27 years in Malaysia Airlines, I resigned dekat jawatan. I masuk Airbus Helicopter Malaysia. Alright, dari kapal terbang, sekarang nak tengok helikopter pula. Okay, so I joined Airbus Helicopter Malaysia as head of quality and aviation safety. I was the quality manager for maintenance and camo as well, and also the safety manager. Then lepas 5 tahun dekat Airbus Helicopter, decided that I would like to pursue and continue my career in teaching. So I sort of retired at the age of 50 and then joined. Now I do training with CAE on a part-time basis. Alright, so this is where my journey is, and nice to see each and every one of you all. Welcome to CAE, and on behalf of CAE, we would like to wish you all a warm welcome. This course for the next 3 days, aviation legislation, this course belongs to all of you all. Okay, it belongs to all of you all, so make use of it. Alright, ada yang tak faham boleh tanya. Alright, or you have seen things differently. Alright, you have done things differently. Share your knowledge, share your experience, and this course is for all of you. So make full use of it, so that you can then improve your competency, your knowledge. You can apply it as skills in the workplace, and of course from there you grow, right? Your career. So all of you started with ADE. Some of you may have worked in previous aviation organizations, so you do have experience, alright? So make full use of this course to ask. Okay. Now, what is the purpose of laws, undang-undang, regulation, peraturan? Kenapa perlu undang-undang dan peraturan?
Guideline.
Sorry?
Guideline.
Guideline, betul? Lagi?
Safety.
Safety, yes. Safety, right? Now you all are maintaining aircraft, right? 320, 330. Soon you are going to do Boeing 737 NG as well, right? Sudah ada? Really on the process, right? Okay. Now let's take 320. Air Asia got 320. ADE got maintenance, right? Penyelenggaraan kapal terbang 320. SAE pun buat kan 320. Malaysia Airlines pun buat 320 kan. Okay, Sekarang katakanlah ADE bila buat penyelenggaran ikut cara sendiri. SAE pula ikut cara diorang sendiri. MAS pula ikut cara sendiri. What will happen to the aircraft? What happens to the aircraft? Semua orang ikut cara sendiri, tak nak ikut manual, tak nak ikut peraturan. Tak selamat kan? Will you fly the aircraft? Because bila buat top loading, saya buat top loading ikut saya punya value, SAE pula ikut dia punya value. Semua orang lain kan? Sekarang you pasang enjin dekat pylon kan, dekat sayap. Okay, I ketat ikut saya punya top loading. Dan ada company lain dia punya value. Kemungkinan jatuh kan?
Betul.
So membahayakan. So peraturan undang-undang, alright, all this is supaya kita selamat. The number one rule is safety. Itu saja. Alright. Keselamatan untuk siapa? Everyone, betul. Everyone, right? You working there, your friend working next to you, rakan sekerja, diri sendiri dulu, rakan sekerja, pelanggan, penumpang, okay? Keselamatan untuk semua kan? Orang awam yang tengah bawa kereta berjalan, dia tak naik pesawat pun, tapi kalau apa-apa terjadi, pesawat terlepas, what happen to orang awam? Mati juga kan, walaupun dia bukan penumpang kapal terbang. So we have to take care of the safety of everyone, including ourselves. That is the purpose of regulation. Okay? So peraturan, undang-undang, arahan pihak berkuasa, semua ni bukanlah untuk menyusahkan kita, padahal untuk menyelamatkan. Correct? So we need to follow process, procedure, especially maintenance of aircraft, so that everybody is safe. Okay, until now, flying is the safest form of transportation. Alright? Compared to kenderaan jalan raya, kereta api, kapal laut, kapal terbang masih paling selamat. Because we have a very high safety standard. Okay? And to our customers, alright, our customers, do they demand for safety?
Yes.
You as a passenger in the aeroplane, do you also demand safety? Okay? I also as a passenger demand safety, right? Members of the public, they also want to be safe, right? They demand that we be safe, right? Okay? Kapal terbang, while flying, kalau mengalami kerosakan, boleh tak berhenti lorong kecemasan, panggil peronda lebuh raya, bang, rosak bang, boleh tolong. Okey bang, sekejap, setengah jam sampai. Boleh? Alright? At least kenderaan dekat jalan raya boleh berhenti kan? Tepi jalan. Okay? So this is where aviation aircraft different. Alright? In the airway, there is no lorong kecemasan. Tak ada. Okay, berhenti letak hazard light. Tak ada. Okay? So this is where we need to think and follow the regulation. Alright? Okay. So what will we cover for today? Day 1, so 3 hari. Day 1, okay, sebelum tu our class 9 o'clock. Sampai 18, bukan 18:30. Sorry, 16:30. 16:30. 9 to 16:30. Lunch. Okay? Or 12:45, 1:45. Mana satu? 12:45, 2:45. 1:45. Oh, 1:45. Okay. Okay, 12:45, 1:45. Going once, going twice. Sold. Okay. All right. Can we do a quick introduction? Name, which area you're working? BMS is base maintenance. Base maintenance. Base maintenance juga. Base maintenance. Maintenance store. Oh, maintenance store dekat ini kan? Dekat ini. Okay. Footprint. Okay. Footprint. Base maintenance. Base maintenance. Workshop. Which workshop? Sorry? Range workshop. Component. Composite workshop. Okay. Okay, bumper kereta nanti tak boleh repair. Boleh ya? Fiberglass kan? Composite. Sorry, so. Which workshop? Composite juga? Oh, sama. Okay, so seorang bumper depan, seorang bumper belakang boleh. Oh, ada dulu. Maintenance? Material store. Okay. Footprint. Base maintenance. Okay. Line. Okay, line maintenance. Line maintenance juga. Line base. Dua-dua. Wah. Pagi petang. Base maintenance. Base maintenance juga. Base maintenance. Oh, workshop sheet metal. Okay. Ada composite sheet metal. Okay. Line maintenance. Line maintenance. Base maintenance. PPC. Production planning. PPC kan?
Yes,
Production planning. Okay, very good. Alright. Base maintenance. Okay. Alright, so we have line maintenance, base maintenance, tool trip, workshop, material, production planning. Alright, nice. So regulations will be applicable to all of us, no matter which area we work. So what we will do is, I will give you a big oversight of the picture of the regulation. Cara saya mengajar, saya tidak baca line by line, ayat demi ayat, no. Because if I do that, what I become? Pembaca berita Astro Awani saluran 501 kan? Alright, buku you orang boleh baca. Alright, the important part I will highlight so that we have an understanding. Then you go back, you can read, right? Okay, in detail. Because kalau I baca every sentence, I think sebulan pun tak habis lah khusus ni. Alright, so saya pun tak nak merebut peluang dari kamu semua untuk baca buku kan. Kalau I dah baca dekat kelas, yang balik rumah dia nak buat apa, bosan kan? Okay. Alright. So we will look at regulatory framework hari ini, apakah dari manakah punca segala undang-undang dan peraturan yang kita ada? Right, you will see that. Then we will look at certifying staff. Alright, and we try to understand what is Part 66 license, lesen penyelenggaraan kapal terbang, right? We will see category A, B, C. We will touch a little bit on approved maintenance organization, which is ADE kan? ADE is a Part 145 approved maintenance organization. Yang ADE Part 145 ni, dalam khusus ni, we will touch a little bit. Then 2 weeks time you all will go for the detailed course, iaitu 2 hari. Part 145, Camp Part 145 Separate Regulation. So here we do introduction. Then we look a little bit at air operation. And then we look at continuing airworthiness, supaya kita ada pemahaman tentang Part M. Part M is KAMO, right? Part M is KAMO. So we will do that today. Tomorrow what we will do? We will look at aircraft parts and components. How to qualify sijil kelayakan untuk komponen. Then we will look a little bit at Part 21, design organization. And we will look at other national requirement, maintenance programs, maintenance checks, airworthiness directives, service bulletin, mod bulletin dan repair bulletin. Tomorrow we will see that. Day 3, we will look at air operations referring to flag cutting and markings. Your aircraft you have seen, right? Emergency, pecah sini ketika kecemasan, tanda pendaftaran, all this is flag cut, mandatory flag cut and marking. What documents need to be carried on board? Apakah dokumen-dokumen yang wajib yang kena ada dalam flight? Then we will look at day 3, certificate of airworthiness, sijil kelayakan udara. We will look at certificate of registration, alright, sijil pendaftaran kapal udara. We will look at other certificates, noise certificate, radio station license. And at the end, we will touch a little bit on continuing airworthiness. What are the requirements for test flight? ETOPS, some of you all may hear of ETOPS, EDTO dulu. We will also cover all this. We will look at all weather operation, where you need to qualify your aircraft to land automatically in bad weather, hands-free landing, sampai it touch the runway. Alright, we will see that also. The approvals we need and few other navigation approvals. Okay, so we will break it down. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Right? Okay, now we look at the big picture, regulatory framework. We look at the big picture. Where did all these regulations come from? We got various. Okay, we start with ICAO. Pernah dengar? Alright, International Civil Aviation Organization, right? Persatuan Penerbangan Awam Antarabangsa. This is part of United Nations, Persatuan Bangsa-Bangsa Bersatu. Alright, ICAO. Apakah fungsi ICAO? Apakah fungsi ICAO? Alright, ICAO merangkumi hari ini 193 negara, termasuk Malaysia. Malaysia juga adalah ahli ICAO. Right? So ICAO is an organization officially registered 7 December, started in 1944. Okay, 1944. This is the original and was started in Chicago. Chicago is the mana? USA started there. Initially, I think only about 50 something countries. Today, most of the countries, 193 countries are members. Okay. So, what does ICAO do? Apakah fungsi ICAO? Selain daripada makan, minum, kopi, karipap. Okay, regulation. So what they do is ICAO creates annexes. Annex. Alright. Annex 1 hingga Annex 19. Alright. So this 19 annex ni merangkumi segala operasi penerbangan awam. Alright, daripada perlesenan individu, alright, kepada penyelenggaraan air operation macam Air Asia operator kan, also cover recommendations for airport operation, kawalan udara control tower, alright, aviation safety, dangerous goods, semua. So they come up with recommendations here. These are recommendations so that the world will have a standard format. Right? So everybody is aiming for the same thing. Right? Now, Annex 1 hingga Annex 19. This one is standard and recommended practices. Standard and recommended practices. Bukan sijil tentang pelajaran. Ini standard and recommended practices. Standard and recommended practices ni menjadi saranan. Ini bukan undang-undang lagi, cuma saranan, recommendation. Okay. So kalau recommendation kena ikut tak? Recommendation no, right? Okay, so daripada saranan ini, Malaysia diwakili oleh Ketua Eksekutif pihak berkuasa penerbangan awam CAM, Civil Aviation Authority, dan juga Menteri Pengangkutan. Alright, so they will go and based on this recommendation, they bring back to Malaysia. Negara kita, so sebagai negara yang berdaulat, segala undang-undang negara ini digubal, diperbahas dan diluluskan di parlimen kan? Di parlimen. Alright. So Malaysia Parlimen akan menggubal undang-undang dan selepas diluluskan, selepas diperbahaskan, diluluskan, akan diwartakan sebagai warta kerajaan dan menjadi undang-undang. Dan hari ini kita ada Civil Aviation Act, Akta Penerbangan Awam tahun 1969. Civil Aviation Act, Akta Penerbangan Awam. Right? Sekarang dari saranan ICAO ni menjadi undang-undang yang diwartakan di parlimen dan yang menjadi akta kan. Sekarang akta ini wajib ataupun tak wajib? Sekarang dah jadi wajib kan. Sebelum ini saranan aja. So setiap negara ni akan ikut cara yang sama. Balik kepada negara mereka sendiri, negara berdaulat, bawa ke parlimen dan parlimen akan meluluskannya sebagai undang-undang. Sekarang di Malaysia wajib kita patuhi undang-undang dan akta kan. Nampak? So dari saranan menjadi akta. Okay, that is the flow. So standard and recommended practices, Malaysian Parliament menjadi akta. Alright, akta yang kita ada ni, alright, adalah policy yang agak tinggi, high level policy. Kita payah untuk kita membuat penyelenggaraan dengan ikut akta saja. Alright, tak boleh. So, akta ini memberi kuasa kepada Menteri Pengangkutan, Ministry of Transport, Minister of Transport, Menteri. Okay, akta memberi kuasa kepada Menteri untuk menggubal dan meluluskan peraturan, regulation. Alright. So now regulation, you make it bigger. Senang sikit nak faham kan? Baca akta ini tak faham. Okay. So MOT will make regulation. Dan dari sini kita ada MK tahun 2016 yang terkini, Malaysian Civil Aviation Regulation. Okay. Peraturan. So akta yang memberi kuasa kepada menteri, dan menteri akan menggubal, meluluskan dan menerbitkan peraturan. Okay. Sekarang akta yang sama. Okay. Akta yang sama memberi kuasa kepada CEO, Ketua Eksekutif KEM, okay, untuk menggubal arahan CAD. So Ketua Eksekutif KEM akan menggubal CAD, dan CAD ini adalah untuk lebih menjelaskan peraturan yang diterbitkan oleh menteri. Okay, nampak? So Ketua Eksekutif pihak berkuasa penerbangan awam KEM akan menggubal dan menerbitkan arahan Civil Aviation Directive, CAD. Dengan CAD ini sekarang agak jelas, alright, apakah yang kita perlu patuhi. Right? So dari undang-undang ataupun akta, menteri menerbitkan peraturan, CEO KEM pula menerbitkan arahan Civil Aviation Directive. Right? Senang sikit untuk kita patuhi. Right? So, kalau kita nak buat penyelenggaraan kapal terbang, kita kena patuhi kepada CAD 8601. Alright? Contohnya. Alright, for maintenance, CAD 8601. Okay. CAD ni ada banyak. For maintenance, flight operation, pilot license, cabin crew, engineering license, airport operation, control traffic, control tower, dangerous goods, aviation safety, semua ada dia punya CAD. Alright, I just bagi contoh 18601. Okay. Alright, so if you see a little bit deeper, ICAO All this nanti balik rumah boleh baca. Berapa chat, berapa bab, berapa artikel, berapa bahagian semua. Roughly to tell you all. Okay, the establishment of IKO 193 negara kan. Alright. Okay, slide yang saya tunjuk ni, jangan cuba baca setiap perkataan, setiap ayat dekat situ, nanti pening kan. Alright, I highlight then you baca kan. Alright, then the rest you can brush up later. Okay, so IKO annexes. Tadi kita nampak kan 1 hingga 19, right? So, contohnya Annex 1, personal licensing. Regarding personal licensing for pilot, personal licensing for engineering, personal license for air traffic controller. Alright? Pegawai kawalan trafik pun kena ada lesen. Alright? So that is the next one. Then rules of the air, meteorological service. Okay, tadi cuaca, aeronautical chart, Annex 6, operation of aircraft. Katakanlah Air Asia ni kan is an operator, AOC. Alright, Air Operator Certificate. Bawa penumpang, jual tiket bawa penumpang untuk secara commercial, right? Commercial, make money, right? So you must follow Annex 6. Then aircraft nationality and registration, tanda pendaftaran, airworthiness of aircraft, all this we'll see. Aeronautical telecommunication, kapal terbang bila terbang tu dia ada komunikasikan dengan kawalan udara. Ada dia punya prosedur, ada dia punya akta, ada dia punya peraturan, ada dia punya arahan. Okay. Air traffic service, communication, kawalan udara, search and rescue, aircraft accident investigation, siasatan kemalangan udara kan, also got Annex 13. Alright, aerodrome, lapangan terbang pun ada dia punya peraturan. So you just cannot build any airport wherever you like ya. Oh bang, saya tengok Banting ada tanah lapang, jom kita buat lapangan terbang. Tak boleh, kena ada kelulusan. Alright. You just cannot build anything you like. Environmental protection, alam sekitar. Alright. Aircraft bila terbang, noise pollution ada. Okay, so kena pada satu tahap saja yang dibenarkan. Then exhaust kan, engine, a lot of exhaust, pencemaran, how much of pollution, itu pun ada di punya had. Everything is controlled and regulated. Security, keselamatan, dangerous goods. Some goods cannot be bought on board aircraft, right? Some goods has to be done proper packaging, bungkusan kena betul. Alright, sometimes you carry chemical. You just cannot, chemical, bang, ni chemical ni kena hantar dari sini ke sini, masuk plastik ikat tepi tak ada. Itu TOI semua boleh. But chemical kena ada dia punya container. What specification, metal, what type of plastic, what type of chemical, bahaya kan? Dangerous goods. Alright. Pengangkutan barang-barang yang membahayakan, ada dia punya peraturan. Right. Annex 19, Safety Management System, SMS. Alright, Aviation SMS. You all will do SMS course later also. So, untuk setiap satu operasi penerbangan awam ada annex yang berkenaan. Right? So, semua annex ni bawa ke parlimen dan diwartakan sebagai akta, dan kita faham Menteri Pengangkutan menerbitkan peraturan, Ketua Eksekutif KEM menerbitkan CAD supaya kita dapat tahu dan ikut, right? We know what is the rules and regulations we can follow. Okay, we continue with the next topic, which is Part 66, Aircraft Maintenance License. Alright, which is related to certifying staff. So let's start with certifying staff. What is the function of certifying staff? To sign card. Okay, correct. To sign card. Lagi? The aircraft can be acceptable for service. Lagi? To ensure and make sure that airworthiness of the aircraft is fulfilled. Part of the requirement to certify. Okay, so certifying staff are required to certify the aircraft, sign and stamp to confirm, alright, to confirm that the maintenance has been completed in accordance to requirement. Alright, penyelenggaraan sudah dibuat mengikuti keperluan. Then only you sign, and you also saying the aircraft is ready for flight. The airworthiness of the aircraft is ready for flight. Okay. So, certifying staff ada beberapa kategori. So this is Part 66. Part 66. You have category A. Right? Category A. What is category A? Category A is line maintenance technician. They will sign in line maintenance, right? Line maintenance. What is the privilege, keistimewaan yang diberi kepada pemegang lesen Part 66 kategori A? Mereka boleh melakukan lebih kurang 17 tugasan. Alright, 17 tasks. 17 tasks they can do, and this is called task training. Example, A320, you go for course, category A course, they will teach you to do certain tasks. Example, tukar daya, refueling, tukar minyak hitam, top up minyak hitam, hydraulic fluid, top up oxygen, gas oxygen. You can also do all the lighting, lampu, all the light bulb, internal, external boleh tukar. Dalam cabin, in-flight entertainment, IFE, your video, your little monitors, speakers boleh tukar. All emergency equipment inside the aircraft they can replace. Alright, they can do oven, boiler, chiller, they can replace. Alright, along the wing of the aircraft, have you all seen these black short rods, static wing? Static wing also category A can replace. Okay, so generally category A is not allowed to do troubleshooting. Kalau ada kerosakan, then they cannot do troubleshooting. But they can do routine things like oil top up, servicing, tire pressure, all this they can do. But troubleshooting tak boleh. Troubleshooting, repair tak boleh. Alright? That is category A. Okay, so in line maintenance, where do they provide the certification? Lepas buat tugasan, katakanlah top up minyak hitam satu tin, lepas tu kena sign kan, tanda tangan, release the aircraft. Where will they sign? Inside the maintenance law. On the aircraft, what is it called? Bang? Ini cakap AJL lah, ini macam saya baca WhatsApp lah. Ada AJL, ada TPYL, semua nama. Okay, so AJL, yes, aircraft journey log, right? Aircraft journey log. So journey log is a log that is carried on board the aircraft, mandatory document. Inside there got the captain's name, his license number, the flight departing from KLIA to which station, katakan Langkawi, pukul berapa berlepas, pukul berapa mendarat, berapa banyak minyak diisi, alright. Kalau ada engine oil top up pun ditulis sana berapa quarts top up, dan jika ada sebarang kerosakan semasa penerbangan, kapten akan buat catatan. Alright. Number one, weather radar intermittent. Katakanlah bila mendarat di Langkawi, then the certifying staff there will have to review and either fix the defect, alright, replace component, do operational check and sign the journey log, defect rectified. Okay, that is journey log. Right, so journey log is one of the mandatory documents required to be on board aircraft. We will see this tomorrow as well. Okay, so category A, license holder. Part 66 is what? AML, right? Aircraft maintenance license. Okay, next category we have is category B1. B1.1 for aeroplane. Alright, you have B1.3 for helicopter, alright, with turbine engine. B1.1 is aeroplane turbine engine. B1.2 is aeroplane props, propeller. B1.3 helicopter turbine engine, and B1.4 is helicopter piston engine. Okay, so B1.1 they call as licensed aircraft engineer, and this is mechanical. Mechanical category is B1.1. Okay, B1.1 mechanical. Mechanical category includes airframe, which is all the structure, the ribs, okay, engine, APU as well, and electrics. It includes electrics also. Okay. So mechanical. So airframe, engine, APU, and electrics. Okay. So B1.1 LAE can sign in line and base. Okay. Line and base. Yeah, I also don't follow your WhatsApp style. Okay, ikut cara WhatsApp kan, semua short ringkas. Half the message I gave. What I do, I press call button, call. Tak faham bang, macam-macam ada kan. Okay, so line and base maintenance. So kalau line, they sign aircraft journey log, and kalau dekat base, what do they sign? Where? What do they sign? Kalau dekat base, taskat, yes. Kalau base is taskat. task card in base. Okay. Okay, so kalau B1 dekat line, journey log. Kalau dekat base, generally it will be all the task card. Task card, it can also include routine task card, work order or work instruction or engineering instruction, EI or ESI, some call it technical service instruction, all that they will sign in base. Okay. B2, category B2, category B2 is avionic. Avionic, alright, avionic includes electrical, all the flight deck instrumentation inside the flight deck, and radio. Radio, all the radio equipment, radio computers, all is avionics. Okay, B2. B2 got no subcategory. B2 saja. Tak ada subcategory. So B2 tugasan dekat mana? Line and base, right? Same. Hah? Dekat mana? Line and base. Okay? Line and base. So line and base, kalau line AJL. Okay, aircraft journey log. Kalau base maintenance, task card or worksheet or work instruction. Okay. Okay. There is one more category called category C. Apa fungsi kategori C? Category C is when aircraft go into the hangar, alright? The dock in dekat hangar AD, hangar A and hangar B kan? Alright? Siapa bagi work package? Kamu dah bagi work package, ada 150 task card, kena buat. Everybody do, right? B1 will do, B2 will do, workshop, component repair ada, composite repair ada, painting ada, sheet metal repair ada. Okay, so component ada yang kena hantar untuk workshop, overhaul, ada yang kena tukar. Semua dah siap kan? Okay, katakanlah 1 week check kan? 1 week C check or whatever, 1 week dah habis semua. Category C certifying LAE is only for base. This is only for base. Okay, only for base maintenance. Dia akan buat pantauan, they will do surveillance on all the task card. Alright, dia akan tengok tiap-tiap task card ni ada tak lengkap, tanda tangan, tarik, stamp, dan kalau ada komponen yang ditukar, part number yang dikeluarkan, part number yang dimasukkan, alright, serial number komponen yang dikeluarkan, serial number komponen baru yang dipasang, ada tak tercatat, tulis, and also they need to check serviceable label ataupun CAM form 1 ada, alright, for the component. Because if not the component, we don't know whether it's airworthy or not airworthy. So it must be there, alright. So Cat C will check. Dia akan check balik semua. Dia akan check balik semua. And also, if there is task related to flight control, engine control or propeller control kena buat independent inspection. That means dua orang kena periksa. Dua orang. So he will check. This one is flight control. Is critical maintenance task. So seorang tak boleh kena dua orang. So has that been done or not? Mungkin terlepas pandang, mungkin tak buat. Then we will call back that particular LAE and say yang ini kena dua orang periksa dan sign. I tengok seorang saja. Okay, so he will check. So what he doing is like a mini audit. Dia akan tengok balik semua daftar, like a mini audit. And once he is fully satisfied, okay, he is satisfied, only then he will sign what is called base maintenance release. This is the final certification before he leaves. BMR certificate. Okay, BMR certificate. He will sign at the end of check. Alright. When he does a base maintenance review, dia kena puas tau. Semua tugasan dah lengkap, complete, paperwork is okay, serviceable level ada, details, recording semua ada. Then only he signs final BMR certificate. Only then aircraft can leave the hangar and return back to Kamau, right? And go back for flight. So that is the duty of category C. Okay, with the 4 different categories of license. Okay. Category C won't sign in line maintenance. Ada relevant dekat line maintenance. Category C only for base maintenance. You put your license or put your license? B1. Anyone else doing license at the moment? Anybody? B1 also. Semua buat B1, tak ada orang buat B2. B2 tak laku. Actually, I'm also B2. I am B2. Huh? Sorry? Tak ada geng tak buat B2, ada geng tak ada geng boleh beri-beri. Awal betul kan? Yes.
B2 or B1, the casting must be B1 or B2.
Okey, ada soalan. Kategori C, adakah dia kena B1 ataupun B2? Untuk kategori C, mana-mana boleh. B1 boleh, B2 boleh. Tapi untuk dapat lesen kategori C, kena 3 tahun pengalaman signing certifying aircraft. You go for assessment, then only you will get the category C. So it has to be B1, can be B1 or B2. Right? Did I answer your question? Alright, thank you very much. Any other question? Category A, line, B1, mechanical, line and base, B2, avionic, line and base, category C, only in base. Only in base. Okay, we have a look at the slides. Additional information. Alright. So MCA, Malaysian Civil Aviation Regulation 35, related to maintenance license. We saw CAD, right? 1801, CAD 1 personal licensing. Okay, we saw this earlier. So anything starting with 1 is from ITO Annex 1, right? Personal licensing. Alright. In order to obtain your license, category A, category B1, B2, and category C, there are different types of training you have to go. There are module exams you must pass. So there is a very detailed syllabus given for each category, what you need to fulfill. Alright? So this is found in CAD 1801, Aircraft Maintenance License. What are the syllabus, what are the course, how many hours is the course, what level you need to do. Because aviation training ada 3 tahap, tahap 1, tahap 2, tahap 3. Alright? Tahap 1, level 1 training is basic understanding, general familiarization. Alright? Then level 2 goes in a little bit more detail, a deeper understanding. And level 3 is the highest. Yes, for type course, even basic course also, for level 1, 2 and 3. Level 3 will be very detailed knowledge, complete system understanding and able to troubleshoot. Level 3. Okay? So different subject, katakanlah contohnya kategori B1, LAE mechanical. Alright? All about structure. Structure, engine, kena tahap 3 kan? Level 3, mendalam. Alright, mendalam, very deep understanding, knowledge of system and able to troubleshoot. But the same LAE B1, bila dia buat training ni, dia kena ada fahaman tentang avionic juga kan? Because there is an interaction, right, between avionic and mechanical. So, he will learn avionic, but maybe work in level 3, level 2. So that dia ada understanding for interface. Right? So that's why you have different levels of training. Okay? Now B2, further going for B2 syllabus, semua yang berkenaan dengan avionic memang tahap 3, deep understanding. When it comes to aircraft structure, he needs to understand, but maybe not level 3, level 2. Okay? Maybe level 2. Alright? So can see the difference here? Level 1. So, Cat A generally is level 1 training. Category B1, B2 will be generally level 2, level 3 training. Okay? But different subject depending what license you're doing, right? Okay? What license you're doing. Okay, so if you look at CAD 1801, if you look at CAD 1801, it gives you all the requirements of getting your Part 66 license, whether Cat A, Cat B or Cat C. Alright? Okay, we look a little deeper, category A. Aircraft maintenance technician. In category A1 is aeroplane turbine, right? So, example A320 turbine engine, aeroplane with turbine engine, kena ambil lesson category A1. A2 aeroplane piston, A3 helicopter with turbine, and A4 is helicopter piston. So depending which category you're going for. Under camp regulation, if you do your Cat A, right, you got Cat A license, you have to attend the type course specific for the aircraft also, before you can get your company approval. Right? So if you want to sign A320, you should have dapat category A1 license. You have to go for category A1, A320 type course. Okay? Normally 10 days to 14 days. 10 to 14 days. And then you must do your OJT and your work experience. Alright? Category B1, B2, also you must go for type course, but of course it will be level 2, level 3, longer, normally about 6 weeks. Now we do. Okay. Okay, so we saw earlier B1 is what? Mechanical, right? Aircraft maintenance engineer mechanical. We saw B1.1, B1.2 aeroplane piston, B1.3 turbine, and B1.4 is piston helicopter. Alright? And we saw B2. B2 got no subcategory. Alright? Why B2 got no subcategory? Huh? Semua boleh. Yeah, B2, there's no subcategory because B2 is looking at avionics system, electrical, instrument, radio. Whether it is on a turbine aircraft or in a piston aircraft, sama saja kan, prinsipal elektrik, prinsip telekomunikasi sama kan, it won't be different. Whereas for B1, turbine engine operasi dia lain daripada piston engine. So that is why there is a difference. Okay. Alright, so category A we know minor schedule line maintenance and simple defect rectification. But simple defect rectification is without troubleshooting. Contohnya, tayar kapal terbang botak. Okay, ada member, this class got member. Okay, tayar kapal terbang botak, so it can be visually seen, right? Dengan mata kasar sudah nampak, tak perlu troubleshooting kan? So they can remove. So captain put entry, tire found worn to limit, can change, right? So this is defect rectification that can be straight away seen. Lampu, alright, mentol dah bakar, tak payah troubleshoot, remove and replace, you can sign, alright. Tapi lampu sekarang bakar kan dalam kabin, you buka, you pasang part baru, tak menyala.
B1. B2 differ.
Differ. But sekarang ditukar lampu tak menyala, then you cannot troubleshoot. You stop there, you need to call B2. Okay, B1 also with electrical extension, no problem, you can call B1 also. Alright, so it's minor schedule line maintenance and simple defect rectification. Generally, Cat A not allowed to defer defect. Not allowed to defer defect. So if there's a defect, because in order to defer defect, we will see tomorrow and day after as well, you need to apply MEL. You kena buka buku MEL. MEL is telling you what is all the defect yang kita boleh tangguhkan, okay, kepada 3 hari, 10 hari, 120 hari. So that you will need a B1 or B2. Okay? So deferring defect Cat A boleh. Right? Okay. So upon completion of maintenance within the scope of category A, you will sign the aircraft journey log, right? You will sign aircraft journey log. Okay, category B1 pula. Okay, so he can work on aircraft structure, power plant, mechanical and electrical. So power structure, power plant and electrical. 3 things they can cover. This, mind you, is for those who having the full B1 license. If you look at some of the senior guys, they came from the old system, was only airframe and engine. Alright, the older guys was only airframe and engine. The newer guys will have airframe, engine and electrical. So for the seniors, I won't say older guys, seniors. Seniors, They will have converted into current B1, tapi ada limitation. That means they can do airframe engine APU, tapi terhad electrical tak boleh buat. Ada limitation. Okay? But the newer ones now is full. Now you cannot split and do. Those days you take airframe license dulu, then you ambil engine license. Alright? Then for electrical, we take electrical license, instrument license and radio license. Tapi sekarang is full B1 or full B2. You tak boleh asingkan pecahkan, tak boleh. The syllabus is combined. Alright? So that one you take note. For the seniors, some of them could have limitation. Right? Okay, so B2, avionic electrical system. So avionic includes all your instrumentation on board, your flight deck computers, electrical, generation, power and radio. Alright, all this is B2. Category C pula. Category C pula. Category C, as we understand, will issue what? DMR, right? Single signature, seorang saja. Category C yang sign after he has audited all the task card evaluated work package and release the aircraft. Okay, that's the privilege of category C. Only in base maintenance. Base maintenance sahaja. DMR is called base maintenance release. Base maintenance release. Okay. Alright, this one is basic knowledge requirement. If you want to take any one of your license, Cat A, Cat B, Cat C, alright. Cat C is actually more assessment based. Cat A, B1 and B2, you must do modular exams. So there is 13 to 14 different modules within it. Okay, 13 to 14 different modules. And depending which category you're going for, based on this matrix table, contohnya, you want to go for A1, alright, turbine engine, right? Then all those that are ticked with the X, modul 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, dan 11A, 15 and 17. So these are the applicable modules you must complete. Okay, so for each different category, depending what you want to do, you can pull out this from 1802 and then you know what are the module exams you need to go for basic. Okay, complete all this module exam and show the work experience, baru you dapat license. Ni peperiksaan, your first exam that you take, alright, module 1 katakan you buat dulu, you kena habis dan lulus semua modul yang berkenaan dalam jangka masa 7 tahun. Don't forget this. The first one that you pass, alright, within 7 years, dalam jangka masa 7 tahun kena lengkap semua modul lagi, kena lulus. Okay. Yang ni, kira berapa tahun sekarang? Okay, so remember any license you want to take, keep in mind 7 years, complete all the modules. Module exams here, you can go straight on, you can study on your own, boleh self-study, pergi untuk peperiksaan, you can get your dates through camp, pay and go, and do the exam on your own, right? Then work schedule, logbook kena simpan, all the work experience. The other option is you can go through a 147 school and attend their modules on part-time basis. Okay, because all of you are working adults, on part-time basis, you can go and apply to the schools, weekend classes, evening classes, They will go through the syllabus with you, and then you go and sit for exam. Okay? So you can take modules. Some people take 2 modules at a time. Dia belajar serentak kan. So example, your requirement you take module 1 and 2. Okay, dia orang sign up dekat ATO 147, ambil 2 modul, weekend classes ataupun petang, study together. Okay. So I have seen some who have taken up to 3 modules together as well. 3 modules. Alright? Boleh? Not a problem. Not a problem. Kalau hendak 1000 daya, kalau tak nak 1000 dalih kan. 3 modules, 2 to 3 modules is doable lah. Tapi jangan 4-5 module dan sini sikit sana sikit, very hard to focus. Okay? Okay with this metric table? Okay. So this table, alright, under part 66, gives you all the necessary years of experience you need. Alright? If you go for exam on your own, you ambil module exam on your own, and no previous technical training, then for category B2 and B1, sekurang-kurang 5 tahun pengalaman. You need to have your work experience. Okay? But if you go to a full basic training course, that means you go full, that means you are a full-time student lah. Basically, you are a full-time student, then your work experience can come down to 2 years. Sekurang-kurangnya 2 tahun. That means you cannot be working in ADE lah. So you must be full-time as a student. Okay? Then 2 years. Alright? So what I advise all of you all to do is to lock this down and keep it on. Your work experience. So that when you decide to take exam later, yang pengalaman 5 tahun tu ada tu. Jangan siap ambil semua modul, then you want to submit untuk license, part of the keperluan adalah 5 tahun pengalaman bekerja, langsung tak cantik. Dan 5 tahun bermula dari hari ini. You see what I mean? All of you all are working. So if you want to do, record now itself, so that when you start deciding to do a license, or when you start your first module exam, straight start writing. Okay? So you should plan it this way, ya. Kena rancang tau, dengan rapi. Don't just habis semua periksa, then say, alamak, 5 tahun experience mana? You need record. So keep a notebook, start recording. That's my advice. Okay with this experience? Okay, this one is the hours for type rating before you get signed. That means you go for A320 course, right? Type course. You must have, example, for B1.1, 320, sekurang-kurangnya 150 jam pengalaman bekerja. Alright? And this 150 hours per time training can only be collected from the start of the first day of course. That means you cannot say, hari ni you pergi type course kan, 6 minggu katakan. But your pengalaman itu boleh bagi yang tahun lepas punya. Or tahun 2023 ke tahun 2022 ke tak boleh. It must start from the date of your type training course. That means your experience on 320 must be current now. Okay. So for the different categories, there are different hours that you need to fulfill. Okay. So if it's a light aircraft, kapal terbang kurang dari 5,700 kg, Then for B1.1 is only 120 hours compared to large aircraft. Yang below 5700 contohnya Twin Otter 120 hours. But if it's A320, 150 hours. So there's a difference in hours that you need to fulfill. Okay? Okay with this? Fulfill your OJT for your tech course, right? So the first one was your basic license, right? You must have your basic license first. B1, Cat A, B1 or B2 another dulu. Then you go for your tech course. Okay, so your basic license, work experience, you got to make sure if you are doing it part time as a working adult, then 5 years. Alright? Okay with this? All those going for license, are you all recording your on-job training? No. Only no. Alright? Those are going for your license, doing your module exam.
Especially yang within 7 years, right? So kalau lepas 7 years dia akan expire kan? Tapi kalau dah complete semua, dia expire repeat.
Dah complete, yes, you must submit to camp within 7 years and get your license. That means setiap satu modul, okay, soalan ni apa? Yang 7 tahun ni, alright, kena siap dan lulus segala modul pemeriksaan dan dapat license dalam jangka masa 7 tahun. So katakanlah you nak buat B1 kan, ada 14 modul you nak buat. So modul 1 sampai modul 14 kena lulus, ambil dia punya sijil, dapat surat pengesahan from your employer or the training school, hantar, alright, to camp, mohon dekat camp, and kena dapat license B1 sebelum 7 tahun. From the first day you pass exam. So you dah lulus semua, you simpan dalam laci saja, tiada guna. Because kalau dah lepas 7 tahun, then you must start back module 1 again. Wah, kena mula balik module 1. Sorry? Yes. During COVID, because you couldn't sit for exam, you couldn't work schedule on. But you are starting now, it's 7 years. So dalam jangka masa 7 tahun kena dapat license tau dengan nombor license. You must have your license with the license number. Basic lah, basic. Belum buat type rating lagi. Then after that you can renew your license. Sama. Yasa 10 tahun.
10 tahun.
Yasa 10 tahun. Dia orang yang buat pakai kena jadi masa ni.
Yasa dia penambahan tahun kan?
Sorry?
Kalau Yasa kan COVID dia buat penambahan tahun ke?
Yasa also 10 years. You must get your license. So don't keep sampai semua expired tau. Okay. Category A, we spoke. Category A, we spoke about the 17 tasks roughly that they can do. So these are all the limited tasks: replacement of wheels, Category A, replacement of brakes, emergency equipment, oven boilers, filament lights, windscreen wiper, alright, seatbelt harness, quick inspection panel, all this limited to category A. Alright, so about 17 tasks, lebih kurang. Right? Okay. Aside from the CAD, they give you the list of category A tasks yang mereka boleh buat kan. Kalau you nak tambah lagi, then you must go to camp, put in your justification, and example, deferring defect. Deferring defect cannot be done by category A, right? Deferring defect category A tak boleh buat. But if you want them to do and you think you can justify, you go to camp and say and demonstrate that the personnel is trained how to defer defect. Okay? So what camp will do is sometimes allow you to defer defect for items that don't require any action. No action required. Only trip circuit breaker. Right? They can allow. Tapi you gotta go and justify. Tapi defer defect ke KTA ni, yang kena pergi buka engine kau, ada valve yang you kena tutup or buka and wire lock, then probably they won't allow. Okay? Alright, so this is on-job training. Alright, practical assessor. Type rating. Pay attention for all those who are really going to do your type rating. You must apply for your type rating within 3 years from the start date of your course. Okay? We saw 320, right? 6 minggu lebih kurang theoretical training. Lepas 6 minggu ini, okay, you got your certificate. Then you need to collect 150 hours, right? OJT. Okay, and then go to camp, and camp will endorse your basic license. Your B1 license will be put A320 CF656 engine. Yang ini kena siap lengkap dalam jangka masa 3 tahun. Don't forget. Jangan habis type course, OJT tak buat, alright? Merayau sini, merayau sana. Then you don't collect your work schedule, you don't apply to camp. Lepas 3 tahun, camp will say your knowledge is no more current. Alright? You go back and redo the course. Because you didn't apply within 3 years, sekarang you forgot a lot of things, right? Okay? Okay, any questions on Part 66 license? How are we with Part 66? Do we see the different categories? Do we understand category A? Berhak kepada lebih kurang 17-18 tugasan. Okay? And only for line maintenance. Only for line maintenance. Category B1? Line and base boleh. So, and if in line, they also sign the lock. Kalau base, tak right? B1 mechanical. B2 avionic. Avionic. And can sign line and base as well. Right? Category C, base saja, base maintenance saja, and they do the consider macam mini audit lah, macam small audit they do on the check package, make sure all okay, all good. They also category C, so customer will give you master listing, right? Kamu 150 card, right? Got serial number 001 hingga 150. Category C kena pastikan all the card is there, complete as per the master listing. Mungkin satu hilang, satu tercicir, or missing, or left inside the board, or left in the office. So category C, before he sign base maintenance release, he kena pastikan semua card 150 according to the master listing ada. Okay. A, B, C. Then we know the training syllabus, the number of modules you need to take for basic exam. You look at the matrix table, which category you choose. Some of you may choose avionics. Okay lah. Okay, so follow the metrics this, and you can do your module exams. Module exam you can self-study ataupun part-time dekat 147. A lot of guys, a lot of people, people in industry have actually done self-study. Alright, just cuma kena discipline sikit lah. Okay, study. I know you are very tiring after work, I faham, you know. But it is good if like 2 or 3 of you all can go together. Then module 1 boleh discuss, right? Okay. Or you go to the 147 schools, weekend classes. At least it can help you with a bit of a structure, right? With a structure. But a lot of them shall study dulu dapat lessons, right? Okay, any other questions from you all on part 66 or whatever we have covered this morning on regulatory framework? Okay, if no further question, we stop here now for this chapter, and after lunch we will look at AMO. We will look at AMO, and okay, what time do we come back? 1, 2. Alright, thank you very much. Enjoy your lunch. I'll see you all back here at 1. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we continue with our session. Current topic we will look at is de-icing and anti-icing. So what is de-icing and anti-icing? De-icing ice. Okay. De-icing, ice already formed on the aircraft, right?
Yes.
Sudah ada atas kapal terbang, sayap, fuselage, the engine cowls, whatever, nose cowl. You now want to remove. So de-icing is removal. Alright, in order to operate your airline, and especially if you're operating in cold country, alright, you must have a de-icing program. So you must have a de-icing program. What constitutes a de-icing program? First and foremost, you must have all your standard operating procedure. For the stations that you are going, you must have a ground handler that can do the de-icing for you. Alright? That can do the de-icing for you. And you must engage a ground handler so that before pushback, they will do de-icing. Remove the ice from your surface, from your wing, fuselage, work. Okay? De-icing procedure. Because they use chemical, right?
Yes.
They use chemical. Now this chemical, okay, of course today chemicals are getting safer, but those days chemicals can cause a lot of corrosion on aircraft.
Yeah.
But now it's getting safer, but you still need to do de-icing, you must do, and of course part of the maintenance program is to do these inspections, especially if you operate in cold countries. Okay? So de-icing is the process of removal. Now, what is the challenge in de-icing? You push back, right? Passengers loaded, door closed, push back the aircraft, then do de-icing, right? They spray the fluid, correct? They spray the fluid on the fuselage, on the skin, everything. Cantik. Then ATC say, stand by. There is a delay in your departure slot. So what happened? Ice come back again, right?
Yeah.
Ice come back again. So spray again. Okay? Spray again, not very good. Then keep spraying again and again. Alright, so this is where your part of your maintenance, your de-icing program, SOP should be that de-icing is done upon when you get clearance only. Don't do too early. Jangan awal sangat. Okay, so that means you need to confirm with ATC that aircraft is ready for departure and they can get the slot in that time. Then they do the de-icing. Then so that when you taxi, just nice, line up, queue, take off. Alright, so this program you must have if you're operating in whole country. Right? Now we have de-icing. What is anti-icing then?
Prevent.
Yes. Anti-icing is prevention. Prevention, right? So anti-icing, what are the systems on board the aircraft that has got anti-icing?
Wing. Leading edge.
Wing what? Propeller got anti-icing, right?
Yeah.
Heating elements. What about pitot-static probes?
Yes.
Are there? Sorry? Window. Your windshield and side window kan also got anti-icing. So aircraft has got anti-icing. What about water drain? Drain mask? Water drain mask also got anti-icing, de-icing, right? Because water drain mask, we don't want water for it to freeze. Then water cannot come out. Then what happened? The black flow to the galley, right? And stuck, right? So you need anti-icing. Pitot-static probe, you need anti-icing. If not, kalau terus beku, so snow, icing, your reading for airspeed is wrong already, right? So you need de-icing. Windshield, side window pun kena ada kan? Alright, if not, you can't see anything in front. So this is all the important elements of anti-icing. So for operator, does Air Asia fly anywhere where there is cold weather? Snow. Japan, so you got an anti-icing, de-icing program?
Yes.
Should have lah, because you fly during winter, right? Musim sejuk, you must have. Anti-icing is all year round, because the higher altitude you go, temperature turun, naturally ice forms. Doesn't matter what climate, what season, tak kisah. Anti-icing kena selalu ada. That one is fixed. De-icing depend on your station. If you're not flying to those stations, then it's okay. Okay, so notice 6406. Now change to CAD already. CAD. Alright, no more airworthiness notice, tukar ini kepada CAD. Okay, part of your de-icing procedure, of course you must identify the type of inspection that you do before pushback. After pushback, when you do the de-icing, there must be a post-de-icing inspection as well. Okay, in case any areas were missed out, you need to look again, right? Especially engine intake, wing, because why is anti-icing very important or de-icing important on the wings? Yes, we can change the shape of the wing, right? Now when you change the shape of the wing, now you're going to get a wrong airflow, aerodynamic dah berubah, and create a lot of unnecessary drag, and your lift won't be accurate anymore. Okay? For nose cowl, engine intake, why is de-icing important? Yes, betul. Alright, katakanlah ice kan beku on the nose cowl of your engine. Then upon takeoff, if one of it breaks off, masuk into the engine, what is the possible damage?
Compressor.
and kau dan mix.
If we get stuck into the engine, can be an engine stall, correct? Because ice ni, bila beku, is keras tau, macam batu tau. So it's almost like a stone going into the engine. Can damage your blades, your internal combustion blades, compressor blade, all can get damaged. It's hard. So nose cowl also got anti-icing, right? What method of anti-icing is used in nose cowl? Bleed air, right? Bleed air. So nose cowl anti-icing also important. We don't want this ice to break, go into the engine. Dia macam throwing a stone, nah. Keras kan? Okay? So that is important.
Kalau terbang dekat bidang batu,
That one sometimes difficult lah. Okay? But you still have your nose cowl. But there will be suction, right? Okay? But normally in these areas, you'll be flying above the clouds. You'll be flying above the clouds. You won't be flying below the cloud. So hujan batu will be more below the cloud. So in these areas, of course you got your weather radar telling you all this. You will normally fly above the clouds. You are quite high up, way above the cloud. So you won't be affected. Any hujan batu pun is below you, not above you. Okay? Alright? So your ground handler, let's say lah dekat London kan, your ground handler, you must make sure that your ground handler is properly trained so that he can do the inspection. Qualified, yes. So you only must take qualified organization because the important here is the chemical mixing. If your ratio of chemical, water semua tak betul, it can become very corrosive damage to the aircraft. Unnecessary damage to the aircraft. If the mixture too strong. Okay? If the mixture is too weak, what happens? Then you cannot remove all the ice. So kena betul kan? Kena tepat. So this is where some of the challenges you have. So you will need operational approval in order to do de-icing. Okay? You must have a program, and authority will also go and audit the de-icing procedure. So sekali-sekala dia orang have to go during musim sejuk to do the audit. Okay? They will have to go.
there is a word also inside operational spec. Hot spec.
Which one?
Anti-ICSC.
Yes, will be on spec. Okay. Okay with de-icing, anti-icing.
Yes.
Comfortable? Chemicals, engage the company. Before you spray anti-icing also, de-icing, the person must be competent enough to look and see how much of ice there is, then how much of fluid is required. Okay? So we don't want to put too little fluid, we don't want to put too much fluid also. Okay? Okay. So before we wrap up, let's summarize the 3 days that we did. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Alright, so day 1 we saw ICAO, right? International Civil Aviation Organization. What do they publish? Annex, correct. They publish annexes, total of 19 annexes. Is this ICAO annexes law? No. Recommendation, right? Saranan, right? Recommendation, they are not law yet. Now, if we take and we bring back this recommendation, these annexes back to our country, Malaysia, dekat Parlimen, then we mengubah dan meluluskan undang-undang menjadi akta, right? Akta Penerbangan Awam. And this akta gives power, kuasa kepada Menteri Pengangkutan untuk mengubah dan menerbitkan peraturan Malaysian Civil Aviation Regulation. Alright. Now, akta yang sama memberi kuasa kepada Ketua Eksekutif KEM untuk menerbitkan Civil Aviation Directive, kan? Yes, arahan. So, Civil Aviation Directive, and KEM CEO also makes CAGM, right? CAGM. Okay. Now, akta, peraturan, arahan dan juga Civil Aviation Circular, surat perkeliling, wajib, kan? Wajib that we comply. CAGM gives us steps how to implement. Alright, so you can take the CAGM method and use it as your company procedure, ataupun you nak modify sikit tapi kena dapat kelulusan pihak berkuasa, right? Okay. Then we saw initial airworthiness. Remember initial airworthiness? Initial airworthiness. Yes. Okay, so initial airworthiness is part 21J, part 21G, kan? This one is design organization, production organization, right? Okay. Then we saw continuing airworthiness. Part M, right? Kamu. Then part 145 is what? Sorry. AMO. Supporting the part 145 personnel having what license?
Part 66.
Betul. Part 66. And trained by part 147. Okay. Kamo, we saw that all AOC holders must have their own Kamo, right? So Kamo is linked with AOC, right? We saw Kamo looks at the work package, looks at AMP, Aircraft Maintenance Program, develop work package, and give the work package to part 145, right? Part 145 carries out the work package. Kamo, how many Kamo can be there for the AOC?
One.
Betul. Satu saja, kan? Only one person take responsibility. That's it. Not everybody dia buat, saya buat, tu pertama dengar. Alright? AMO boleh tak AMO lebih dari satu?
Boleh.
AMO boleh lebih dari satu. Yes, betul. Then AMO complete the task, return aircraft and work package original to Kamo, right? So we saw this interface. Okay, part 66 we also covered on day 1. Part 66 certified personnel, berapa kategori? 3 or 4? Cat A, B1, B2 dengan Cat C, kan? So 4 kategori. Cat A, line maintenance technician, we saw, we discussed in detail. Cat B1, Cat B2, both line and base, right?
Yes.
B1 is what trade?
Mechanical.
Mechanical. B2? Electronic. No. Cat C, apa fungsi dia? BMR, betul. To sign base maintenance release only for hangar check, right? Base maintenance saja. Okay. We touched on the AMO, the requirements for AMO, kemudahan, kaki tangan, certifying staff, training, tools, equipment, peralatan, perkakas, alright, acceptance of components, the different types of ARC that is acceptable, CAM Form 1, YASA Form 1, Canada Form 1, UK Form 1, FA 81 C-130-3, right? Diterima untuk kapal yang didaftar di Malaysia, 9M, right? We saw the personal structure required as well: accountable manager, maintenance manager, quality manager, safety manager, right? Okay. Then we look at the structure of CAMO, accountable manager, CAMO manager, quality safety, and have an ARS. Okay. ARS function is to review, raise the ARR, and send this ARR to CAM as recommendation. Okay. Then CAM will review and renew COA for another year, right? COA, what is the maximum time period?
1 year.
1 tahun kan? Alright. COR berapa lama?
1 year.
3 tahun. Okay, good. Alright, so we saw AOC certificate, right? And together with the AOC certificate, you have OPSPEC, right?
Yes.
We saw OPSPEC in day 1, we saw OPSPEC. And in order to operate aircraft in AOC environment, what other regulation you need to follow? You are operating the AOC for what purpose? Commercial. So what else we need to follow? Yeah, correct. So we need to follow part commercial and transport as well, right? Because we are using the aircraft to earn revenue, sell ticket, make money. So this we must follow. Okay. Okay. How does the CAMO develop the maintenance task card? Right? CAMO, if they want to make work package, what document will they receive? They review to AMP dulu kan? AMP, right? Okay, AMP, to get the information for AMP, where do you go? MPD, betul. Okay, MPD, then from AMP, you make your task card and work package, right?
Yes.
Alright. Kamu. Alright, what other function does Kamu do? Other than making task card? Yes, maintenance carried out properly. What other OEM material they need to refer to? Yes, maintenance data ada. AD and ASB, right? They got to review. Okay. Can CAMO and AMO be same personnel? No. Right, has to be different. Okay. Tapi accountable manager boleh sama. Okay. Like Malaysia Airlines, got CAMO, got AMO. So accountable manager boleh sama because he's the one with the corporate authority, finances, and decision making. Tapi maintenance manager in AMO and CAMO manager in the CAMO, different person. Cannot be the same. Accountable manager sama boleh, no problem, right? Okay, in order to build aircraft, we have to refer to certain specification, right? So to build large aircraft, we saw we have to refer to CS25, right? CS25 contohnya. CS23 for small aircraft, CS25 for larger aircraft, right? Then to build engine, we refer to CSE, right? Engine, correct. CS for engine. We want to build propeller, CSP propeller. Now these three products has been approved by the authority. What documentation or certification will you get? CC, right? Type certificate. Alright. I want to build component. What specification I follow? TSO, right? CSTSO. And after my component is approved, what certification? Is TSO approval, right? Or in JASA, depan ada E, right? Depan ada E, right? Okay, what's the function of Part 21 design organization? To make design, proof. Lagi, modification data from them. Catering truck, santan, Brian. Bukan santan, dengan santan, repair also they come, right? Maintenance data also published by DOA, right? Maintenance data, repair data also, mod data, all from DOA. Service bulletin also from DOA, right? Apa fungsi 21G production organization? Manufacturing, right? So POA can be aircraft, POA can be component also, right? Can be engine, can be propeller, alright? POA. Okay, so we have seen AMP, we know AD, we know service bulletin, we know modification and repair. Can we do modification and repair without approved data? No. You cannot ada approved service bulletin or drawing or repair scheme, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we have seen various types of maintenance data yesterday. Day 2. All this is to maintain, modify, repair, inspect, test your aircraft, right? Okay, day 3 today. We looked at air operation placarding, right? There are various placardings that you need on the aircraft. We saw emergency exit. Sorry? Registration mandatory also. Pecah sini ketika kecemasan. Alright. We also saw placards around the aircraft that is needed. Could be around your engine counts. Okay. Do not step. Yes. Yes.
Kadang-kadang bawa mission yang triangle, small triangle. Center, overview, and itu indication untuk apa? Oh,
Which one is this?
this one tadi. Small triangle.
Red color. Rated red color.
No, dia vertical.
Aluminium.
Hook one.
Dia aluminium triangle, red color outline.
Later you show me the picture. Okay, I'll look at it later. Picture, give me a picture. Can't recall now. I have to see the picture.
You see the fuselage alignment. The one that that's the fuselage.
Ada business alignment.
Oh, yang tiga
Fuselage alignment.
Satu
Mana
line.
dia buat fuselage alignment?
Zero stress.
Oh, structure tu just lah.
Zero stress.
But later you show me, I have a look. Okay. Then we looked at MEL, right? To defer defects. And then when you defer defect, there are conditions, right? So you must be careful, remember the conditions. MEL is for, what is the difference between MEL and CDL? Okay, betul. Betul. CDL for hardware, MEL for system defect. Alright. Okay. We saw various documents we went through today. Various documents that must be carried on board the aircraft. COR, COA, radio station license, insurance, noise certificate, AOC certificate, op specs, journey logbook, passenger manifest, weight and balance schedule, flight manual. So various documents that we need to carry on board, including your cargo manifest, right? Including cargo manifest. Okay. Alright, we spoke of COR, we know COA. Permit to fly. When do we need a permit to fly? During flight test lagi? Sorry? Return to base because of a defect, because of an aircraft damage, airworthiness, temporary invalid, your COA temporary invalid because you didn't do an AE, didn't do a maintenance check. Alright, all this will require a permit to fly. Permit to fly boleh tak kita bawa penumpang? No. Permit to fly always empty, only the operating crew. Alright?
Permit to fly and permit to ferry and permit.
Permit to ferry will be for a major defect. Something out of AE. Sometimes permit to ferry can be used. Example, your aircraft that don't have a COA, belum dapat COA, but you need to fly the aircraft to a different base for maintenance purpose. Because COA you only get when all maintenance is complete, right?
Yes.
Alright, you buy a used aircraft. Now you not checking your COA, but you got COR, right? So, but you need to ferry the aircraft for some reason to another location. Then you can ask for ferry, permit to ferry. Permit to ferry.
Ferry jarang pakai lah.
The PTF is used, jarang pakai, PTF is used after you get your COA, temporary invalid. Your ferry will be most likely when there is no COA given yet. Because if there's no COA, there's no temporary suspension of COA, right? Because COA memang tak wujud kan. So you cannot temporarily suspend something that doesn't exist. Now you can go under ferry. You can go under ferry, alright? Permit to ferry. Okay, we also saw radio station license required for aircraft based on the equipment that they have. We also saw pilot who is operating radio equipment, he also needs license, right? Radio telephony operators license, RTOL, right? From CAM, yes, or from the state of registry. So in Dynamite aircraft, you get it from CAM. Radio station license from where? MCMC, yes. Radio station license, MCMC. Alright. Then we look at specific approval, right? Then we look at specific approval. Part apa? SBA, right?
Yes.
We have various different specific approvals you're going to apply. When you apply and you obtain your AOC, are all the specific approvals automatic?
No.
Tak ada. You kena mohon tiap satu kan?
Yes.
Depending on your operation, you may not need to apply for all. So you have performance-based navigation using GPS to navigate. Alright, we saw RVSM, vertical. We saw RNP, lateral. Then we saw North Atlantic high level airspace, longitudinal, right? All getting closer and closer and closer, so that we can have operational efficiency. More aircrafts can fly in the same corridor. Correct? Then we saw communication. Alright, in times and range when you are out of VHF and HF, you cannot use your radio equipment to communicate. We can use satellite communication or controller pilot data link communication, right? Sending message. Okay. Then comes surveillance, pantauan. We cannot radar. We don't have ground radar on the sea, right?
Yes.
So you use ADSB transmit to ground station, then ground station will send to control tower. Control tower can now monitor and do surveillance. They know your location, they know your registration, they know your speed, they know your altitude, and they know which is your next waypoint. Now the pilot, the control tower, can sit and monitor to know exactly where you are, even without using a ground radar. Okay? So this, they can monitor you blind. Alright? Communication also without HF, they can talk with you. Right? Then we looked at EDTO, right? EDTO, diversion time to the nearest airport, basic 60 minutes. And then you keep growing. 90, 150, 120, 150, 180, right? Then we saw electronic flight bag. Electronic flight bag, we saw replacing all documents, hard copy manuals, electronic format. Early stage was using an iPad or a tablet. Now it is can be built into your aircraft system, part of your aircraft system only. Okay, and the last chapter we covered today is de-icing and anti-icing. Okay, so that covers our 3 days of air legislation. As we also know, legislation is there to cover all areas of operation, civil aviation, right? Right from airport, air traffic, pilot, air operation, cabin crew, engineering, camo, dangerous goods, including airports, there are regulations we got to fulfill. Okay, and we also understood day one, regulations are there to make your flight and aircraft safe. So the main purpose of legislation, main purpose of compliance is so that we can all be safe. Alright? Okay, so this wraps up the 3 days course we had. And on behalf of CAE, would like to thank each and every one of you all for being here today. It has been a wonderful 3 days with all of you all. I truly and thoroughly enjoyed myself. So thank you very much for being such great audience. I love all the questions. Alright, it's good that we learn by discussion, interacting, and if there is any shortcomings, any error on my part, I do apologize. Okay, I do apologize. And what we like from you is, we would like to have your feedback. You would like to have your feedback. So do this survey, scan the QR code, fill up the survey, and we would like to know 0 is unsatisfied, 10 is satisfied. Do give us your constructive feedback. We truly appreciate this. Okay, with that, we'd like to thank each and every one of you all. Thank you very much, and we will catch up with you soon. Alright? So thank you.